by the Indian community suggest that challenges remain beyond the diplomatic table. Whether these issues are resolved could play an important role in shaping the next phase of India-China engagement. Well, to talk more about these concerns that were raised, we're joined by Ambassador Suresh K. Goyal, a former Indian diplomat. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Now, at this meeting, this open house that was held there in Beijing, many Indian companies, raised the issue about restrictions on visas for employees and families, and these are affecting business operations. So could this now become a serious obstacle in rebuilding the economic engagement between India and China?
I hope it does not, and I don't think the issue is such which we should try and make an important issue in the bilateral relations. And the reason is very simple. I was in China from 1988 to 91 when there were not so many business companies, Indian business companies in China. The Indian community was basically either students or diplomats, very few business people. And therefore, we didn't have issues of this kind. The simple reason is that as far as China is concerned, I know there are many political issues and there are issues. But as far as I can understand, the Chinese government does not encourage those kind of people-to-people behavior. Visas is a different issue. There will be always problems because as the opportunities grow, naturally in China, they will try and see that they don't impact on the Chinese people itself, and that becomes a concern. But comments on the Indian community or the Indian behavior, that is something which is very different, yes.
Right. So what do you have to say on that? This increase in abusive anti-India content online, of course, we cannot deny that there's been similar content in India vis-a-vis China. But yes, your comments on that, and can the government really do anything?
I think there are 2 or 3 things which we need to do, really speaking. The government officially, like the government of China in this case, they can do something, but there is very little that they can do to change people's behavior. But expression, yes, they can put a limit on that kind of abusive language. Yes, it can be. But it is important to change the behavior rather than just putting restrictions on how they put it on the social media. And from that point of view, to organize more interactions between the Indians and the Chinese at the people's level, have both Chinese come and have cultural evenings, etc., etc. If they come to India, to let them know that what Indians do, that is very important. But I just want to add one thing here.
Sure.
When 1980 to 91, most of the Chinese were very, at a people level, they were very friendly. They looked at India as the land of Buddha, from where the religion had come. They recall Nehru, peace, etc., etc. So that had changed. And I think it was bound to happen, it was going to happen as more and more people in China, they become more West-oriented. Most of the Chinese people now look at West, particularly the USA, as a source of economy, as a source of power.
Right, sir. But this also comes after years of, this relation breakdown between India and China. And as I said, a lot of, vitriol on social media here in India against China. So it could also be a reaction to that. Do you think there needs to be more of an effort being made, to encourage people-to-people ties and more of a, soft touch to, put forth this friendly hand from India to China and this attempt to repair the relations?
I think we need to try and see that more positive comments come on social media from Indians on Chinese people, and hopefully that will again change the behavior of the Chinese. But to be very honest, till both Chinese get to know what Indians are like by visiting India, and that kind of Western behavior does not come in the way. That's more important, I think.
All right. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for joining us here on NDTV.
You got it.
All right, moving on to the other big story we're tracking today. After nearly 2 years away from the public eye, Bangladesh's former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is set to make a move that's already creating a political buzz across South Asia. Her expected appearance at a virtual event, no less, comes amid intense speculation, legal uncertainty and heightened political tensions back home. Why is this event being watched so closely, and what could it mean for Bangladesh's political future? Here's our reporter with the latest, followed by a special report.
Former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, who was ousted from power in 2024 following massive protests in Dhaka and other places across Bangladesh, has promised to return to her country despite being sentenced to death by what is known as the International Crimes Tribunal in Bangladesh. But what's interesting is that the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh is expected to appear live, virtually, not in person, but virtually, at an event organized by the Foreign Correspondents Club of South Asia, located in New Delhi. Now, this is going to be a major event, given that Sheikh Hasina is likely to outline plans for her return and how she plans to go back to the country despite that death penalty that she faces in the country. Now, this event is scheduled to be held at the Sir Mark Tully Auditorium in New Delhi, and this, of course, was announced on the club's social media platforms. During this visit, like I said, the deposed Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, was ousted from power and had to flee the country. She is expected to outline her homecoming plan, which she has already indicated that she will do, along with her son Sajid Wazid, who is also expected to address this gathering.
Two years after being forced out of office, Bangladesh's former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is preparing to step into the public spotlight once again. Hasina is expected to address an event in New Delhi on Wednesday, marking her first public appearance since fleeing Bangladesh, following the dramatic political upheaval that ended her long rule. But beyond the speech, the bigger question remains, will Sheikh Hasina return home? Bangladesh's law minister has already declared that the former Prime Minister would be arrested immediately if she sets foot in the country. Despite the looming threat of arrest and fears for her own life, Hasina has vowed to return to Bangladesh by December, saying she's prepared to face prison or even death for her country. In an exclusive email interview with NDTV a few weeks ago, Hasina sounded determined to return to Bangladesh and said she doesn't fear death. Her expected appearance comes at a politically sensitive time, with Bangladesh on edge ahead of the anniversary of her ouster and security agencies remaining on high alert amid fears of unrest. Will Wednesday's appearance be the first step towards an extraordinary political comeback? Or simply another chapter in one of South Asia's most dramatic political exiles? The answer could reshape Bangladesh's political future. Bureau Report for NDTV World.
With that, time for us to slip into a short break. More news on the other side. Stay with us.
As a dad, I know life's unpredictable. It's all fun and games until it's not.
You okay?
I want my kids to always be looked after. That's why I'm not putting things off anymore and protecting the life we've built by calling Smart Insurance.
Hi, how can I help?
Hi, I'd like a quick quote, please.
Okay, you can choose a benefit amount up to £750,000 depending on your age.
Brilliant.
If you're a UK resident aged 18 to 64, you can apply with just a few health and lifestyle questions. All done over the phone for instant peace of mind and protection for your family.
That's good to know.
And we know family life doesn't wait. So as part of our Smart Family Guarantee, your loved ones are protected from day one.
Sounds great. I'll go ahead.
And for even more family protection, you can add cover for your children or critical illness. And 10% cash back on your first year's premiums. That's the Smart Cashback.
Now I know my family's looked after. I just need to find them.
Protect the life you've built the smart way. To get a free life insurance quote today, call our specialist UK team on 0800 977 6797 or visit smartinsurance.co.uk.
It feels good knowing that your future's in hand. Evlo can offer you a loan from £1,000 to £15,000, whether it's for home improvements, new appliances, a car, or for some of life's big moments. So even if you've had problems with credit before, Evlo looks beyond your credit score and always takes a case-by-case approach. Visit evlo.co.uk to get your conditional decision in minutes. Evlo, your future in your hands.
No child should suffer the torture of trachoma, but so many are in pain right now. Nananga's lashes have turned inwards. They rip and tear away at his eyes. Pamelo's sight could be gone forever. He's just 3 years old. Kofanga screams for his mother. His eyes are so infected that he can't even see her. For so many children in the world's poorest countries, trachoma is torture. It's a painful infection often spread by flies, and it's destroying children's eyesight. But it could be stopped if you help today. By calling 0800 021 3925 and giving £2 a month to Sightsavers, you can help make sure children get the treatment they desperately need. You'll help us bring them the medicines and the care that can treat infections. And that means you'll be helping to save children from the torture of trachoma and a life of blindness. Please help us reach them. Call 0800 021 3925, text C7 to 82727, or go online and give just £2 a month now. Because we need you to help save the sight of children like Nananga. We need you to help save them from the torture of trachoma.
Welcome back. News now from Pakistan. And a rally demanding security in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province turned into a scene of devastation after a suicide bomber struck the gathering, leaving civilians dead in its wake. The horrifying moment was captured on camera, triggering panic and chaos. Here's a report.
A peaceful call for security has ended in horror in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. A suicide bomber targeted a peace rally in Kabul town, turning a gathering of citizens demanding an end to militancy into a scene of devastation. According to officials, the shocking attack has left at least 14 people dead and more than 24 injured. The terrifying moment was caught on cam. Hundreds of people had gathered near a police station, chanting slogans for peace and urging authorities to act against rising militancy. Within seconds, a massive explosion ripped through the crowd. The blast sent people running in panic as thick smoke filled the air. Shoes, banners, and personal belongings were scattered across the road, while emergency responders rushed to the scene to rescue the wounded. Most of the killed were civilians and police personnel who had assembled to safeguard the rally. No group immediately claimed responsibility, but suspicion has fallen on the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, which has been linked to a recent surge in militant violence across the region. The Pakistani government has pledged that the fight against terrorism will continue and has directed authorities to ensure the best possible treatment for those injured. According to Pakistan military's data, militant attacks and ensuing operations in the country had killed 819 security personnel and civilians this year. But it is no secret that Pakistan itself sponsors terrorism and creates instability. A rally meant to demand peace, silenced by violence. As investigators search for answers, the attack is yet another grim reminder of the security challenges facing Pakistan's northwestern region. Bureau report for NDTV World.
The Ministry of External Affairs has announced today that Vishwesh Negi, a 2002 batch Indian Foreign Service officer, has now been appointed as India's next ambassador to Iran. Negi is currently serving as a Joint Secretary Indo-Pacific Division in the MEA and is expected to take up this key assignment shortly, is what the ministry said in an official statement. India's rising teenage star Tanvi Sharma defeated 6th seed Nguyen Thuy Linh of Vietnam 21-16, 21-16, becoming the youngest ever winner of the women's singles title of Taipei Open on Sunday at just 17 years and 223 days old. Sharma beat the mark set by former Taiwanese star Tai Zhu-ying. Thuy, who retired in 2025, had won the same title when she was 18 years and 109 days old. Sharma also earned praise from her superstar compatriot PV Sindhu.
So yeah, I mean, I'm really very happy to win this title here. I didn't expect that to win a title, but yeah, I just thought I'll give my best over here. So I was going step by step, match by match. So yeah, every match I played really well here. So yeah, I was quite nervous, but I just thought I'll play my 100%. What I have, my game, I will play that, and yeah, I played my game. So yeah, I think I won.
All right, a rising star there. Now, as the Commonwealth Games flag was handed over to India in Glasgow, the countdown to Ahmedabad 2030 officially began. With Indian music blending with Scottish bagpipes, athletes and officials marked the moment as India took charge of hosting the centenary edition of the Commonwealth Games. Take a look.
Now from Glasgow to Ahmedabad, two great river cities. We wish you every success as you prepare to welcome the world for the Centenary Games. We know you will create a celebration that is spectacular, inspiring and uniquely yours. And as we say in parts of Scotland, to everyone here tonight, Slán Java, to your good health, until we meet again.
As the clock struck 2:23 a.m. on Monday, the moment arrived. The Commonwealth flag was handed over to India. Indian javelin superstar Neeraj Chopra, IOA President P.T. Usha and Gujarat Deputy Chief Minister Harsh Sanghvi received the flag. A video introducing Ahmedabad as the host of the 2030 Commonwealth Games was then played. Indian sitarist Rishabh Sharma and Scottish piper Ross Ainsley stole the show as fireworks lit up the night sky. The Duke of Edinburgh formally declared the Glasgow Games closed. There was a captivating celebration of the rich musical traditions of India and Scotland. Grammy Award-winning singer-composer Shankar Mahadevan led a stirring rendition of Vande Mataram, alongside former Miss World Manashi Chillar, with performances reflecting the theme of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. India's cultural diversity was brought to life through traditional dance forms, colourful costumes and vibrant performances representing different states across the country. Earlier, Australian singer-songwriter Delta Goodrem took the stage to perform her 2002 hit, Born to Try. Glasgow rock band Simple Minds headlined the closing ceremony. The show was as much a celebration of cultures as it was of the athletes. Free from the pressure of competition, athletes from 74 nations marched out in celebration. India was led by boxing gold medalist Jasmine Lamboria, who carried the national flag. Hundreds of traffic cone-style headpieces stood out as athletes marched into the oval hydro. India finished the games with 39 medals, including 13 gold, to secure the fourth place, matching its finish at the Birmingham Commonwealth Games 4 years ago. Australia topped the medal table with 171 medals, followed by England and Canada. Simple Minds brought Glasgow 2026 to a rousing close inside the Hydro. Finally, the lights went down. The Commonwealth Games journey now turns to India. Ahmedabad has the flag and with it, the responsibility of hosting the centenary Commonwealth Games in 2030. Bureau Report, NDTV.
And with that, it's a wrap from me. Thanks so much for watching India Global.
Cancer's unfair, and it can affect your finances too. But Macmillan Support is just a free call away. If you're struggling with bills, need help claiming benefits, not sure how to get free prescriptions, or just want to share your worries, our specialist advisors are here for you right now, with confidential advice on benefits and help with how to claim. Whoever you are, whatever you're going through, we're here. Call us now on 0808 304 5000.
It feels good knowing that your future's in hand. Evlo can offer you a loan from £1,000 to £15,000, whether it's for home improvements, new appliances, a car, or for some of life's big moments. So even if you've had problems with credit before, Evlo looks beyond your credit score and always takes a case-by-case approach. Visit evlo.co.uk to get your conditional decision in minutes. Evlo, your future in your hands.
Right now at Tesco Mobile, we've got even more rewards for your summer. With deals like the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, with 100 gigs of data for just $53.99 a month with club card prices, saving you £378. And you'll get £50 worth of club card points, worth double with over 100 reward partners, or even triple at selected eating out venues. It pays to be connected. Search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
Now that I'm in my 60s, I want to help make sure that my family will really be looked after if anything happens to me. That's why I decided to learn more about over 50s life insurance from Cover Today, because they're the only over 50s life insurer with no waiting period. Unlike other insurers who could make you wait up to 2 years, with Cover Today, you're fully covered from day one.
Plus, you get your choice of a £125 gift card. To get a free life insurance quote, call our friendly UK team or visit covertoday.co.uk.
This is Zena. She had such a difficult start in life. It took a lot of time and care, but thankfully, she's happy and healthy now, with a loving home for life. You can adopt Zena today with the Donkey Sanctuary. And there are lots more lovely donkeys to choose from. Take Walter. He's so playful. He loves to chase his favourite ball. Or Ashley, such a fun-loving donkey. Or calm and confident Drizzle. Adopting a donkey costs from £4 a month. Adopt today and you'll help save donkeys all over the world from abuse and neglect. You'll love your adoption pack with gorgeous pictures of your new donkey friend, and we'll send you more great updates throughout the year. Call 0800 038 1948, visit adoptadonkey.org.uk or text ADOPT9 to 78866. Adopt today from £4 a month and help many more donkeys in desperate need find the love and care they deserve. Thank you.
This is where the future shows up first. Conversations with the biggest names in tech and AI. Putting tech through its paces. No fancy jargon or spec sheets, just what matters. If it's shaping the future, you'll see it here first. The Tesla Model Y. This is Tech 360. Real talk, real reviews across the NDTV network.
21 days in Kashmir. People have bombarded me, friends, with requests for an unfiltered list of things I saw and observed on the ground.
Very special ground report from the line of control. There were some children who've lost limbs in the shelling.
They're now India's smallest, but possibly the most powerful crime family. Cough syrup has killed at least 25 children. Gaikwad sahab, aise mat kijiye. Suddenly people are wondering about the weaponization of India-Pakistan cricket. We live and breathe elections. You will not believe your eyes or ears when I show you what I'm about to do.
And for a country
that has fought so many wars in the mountains and at high altitude. We're standing on the Indian Navy's newest warship. The line of control, Shivarur, NDTV.
Alright team, our new order show is ready. Now we need a promo. Something cool, something sharp.
Well, I'm sure we'll be having outstanding reviews, solid suggestions,
expert advice, the latest trends. It's a lot simpler. We'll help people make the right auto decisions. It's got the cool stuff, geeky stuff, serious stuff, all of it, so that you can discover, decide and drive. I'm Siddharth Sharma and I am your Automate.
This is the show where we bring you all the hot and happenings from the world of entertainment and lifestyle.
Really?
Fashion that made you gag. Films that made you fangirl. Art that made it to the gram, and trends that kept us with the program. Hello and welcome to a brand new show. I am your host Mayank Chaudhary and this is Limelight.
From interesting tech startups to industry-leading companies, politics, sports, culture, curry, cricket. Oh, there's so much to talk about. Like me, if you too thrive on interesting conversations, this is a show you cannot miss. Watch this space to know more about all matters and all people that make Britain what it is today. Out of Britain, with me, Radhika Iyer.
When others are warming up, I'm raring to go. The stories that matter, the stories that shape your life.
Hello and welcome to watching Prime 5 with me, Raisha Sehgal. What's happening? How to...
The show that sets the prime time agenda.
We'll be deep diving into this topic to tell you what's at stake.
Join me, Raisha Sehgal, only on NDTV 24/7.
Straight from the heart of the newsroom to the core of the stories shaping your world. Join me, Gargi Rawat, as I track all the developments as they break. Live from the NDTV newsroom.
This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Hello and welcome to the World Report with me, Gargi Rawat. Let's take a look at what's making global headlines this Monday. Let's first get you the latest coming in from West Asia because that's what everyone really wants to know about. US and Iran are once again on a path for diplomatic breakthrough with talks set to happen today. Will the two countries create long-term mechanism or sabotage each other over conflicting self-interest? We bring you this report.
Iran says the Strait of Hormuz will never go back to the way it was before the war. Even as Donald Trump claims a diplomatic breakthrough may be within reach, Tehran is making it clear that the Gulf's most strategic waterway has changed for good. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Baghai insisted that the talks with Oman are not about reopening or closing the waterway, but about creating a long-term mechanism that protects Iran's interests. Baghai also accused the United States of sabotage and of imposing a naval blockade, which he said changed the status of the strait.
پیشنهادهای مطرح شده از طرف میانجی‌ها به ما اعلام شده، ما این رو دریافت کردیم، اما الان در مورد جزئیاتش من اجازه بدید که دیگه ورود نکنم، ولی اصل موضوع که
But just hours earlier, US President Donald Trump revealed that he had called off what he described as the largest planned US strike since World War II. Trump said Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, and even Iran asked him to hold off because a deal was taking shape.
It was going to be a massive attack. It was going to be an attack that would have been by far the biggest attack since World War II, but they've asked us not to do it. They said, please don't do it. And their neighbors said that too. And so we're just going to see whether or not we can make a deal toward the denuclearization.
Trump also announced that negotiations with Iran will begin tomorrow afternoon, adding his preference is for diplomacy, not military action.
Now what we're doing is we're talking to them in the form of a negotiation. It begins tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see if it's true. I'd love to do that, save a lot of lives. We're ready to go anytime we want. Would I rather make a deal? I'm not looking to kill people. Because people die, a lot of people die, and we don't want that.
For now, Washington is talking of a deal. Tehran is talking of a new reality. And the future of the Strait of Hormuz remains at the center of a high-stakes diplomatic standoff.
Brazil's Workers' Party has officially nominated President Lula da Silva for its presidential ticket during the party's national convention in Sao Paulo on Sunday. This has formally launched Lula's campaign for a fourth presidential term in the 2026 election. Addressing party members, political allies and supporters, he defended his administration and called for unity, saying his fourth term would bring further changes to the country. The convention has marked the official start of Lula's re-election campaign. A plane carrying tourists crashed into a field in Peru on Saturday, killing 13 people. The pilot of the plane has cited a mechanical fault during the flight as investigators continue to gather evidence at the scene of the plane crash. The aircraft had departed from Pisco to fly over the iconic Nazca lines. Among the dead were 7 Italian citizens, 2 Spaniards and 2 Germans. The other 2 fatalities were the plane's pilot and co-pilot. An Indonesian ferry carrying 271 people caught fire in the waters off the main island of Java on Sunday. This resulted in at least 5 people dead and dozens missing as rescuers in passing vessels evacuated hundreds from the burning ship. The ferry was traveling from Indonesia's second largest island of Surabaya with 232 passengers and 39 crew members at the time of the incident. Shortly after midnight on Monday, a container ship brought 111 survivors and the bodies of 2 victims to Surabaya's port. The cause of the fire was not immediately known and remains under investigation. The suspect in a fatal weekend shooting at the In-N-Out Burger restaurant in southern Idaho has died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Investigators are confident that the 24-year-old accused, Chad Williams, acted alone during the shooting incident in Twin Falls. In all, 3 people have died and 7 others were injured in this incident. According to authorities, 2 of the injured were treated at a hospital and released. 3 were listed in stable condition and 2 were in critical condition. The In-N-Out had opened just about a week earlier on the 24th of July as part of the California-based company's recent expansion to Idaho. Spain's Ceuta enclave witnessed one of Europe's biggest migration surges as thousands crossed the border from Morocco in search of a better future. But for many, the journey ended in uncertainty, unemployment and separation from families. NDTV World reports on the hopes and hardships behind the crisis. Take a look.
For some, it is a 2-day trek on foot under a blistering sun. For others, a perilous swim through crashing Atlantic currents. Spain's North African enclave of Ceuta has become the flashpoint of a historic migration surge, where over 60,000 people crossed the border in a desperate search for a future. But the dream of a better life rapidly dissolved into pure mayhem. Among those caught in the chaos is 21-year-old Abdullah, who spent 14 years studying to become a teacher but found himself trapped in a cycle of unemployment and crushing 12-hour workdays for pennies.
There's no opportunity there in Morocco. I am a student there in the High School of Teachers in Tetuan, but actually there is no chance to live there. So that's why I spent maybe it's 14 years for studying, but nothing. Just sitting in your home or working for 12 hours for a less salary. So that's why I come into here. But also here, I didn't find any opportunity, so I should go back to home.
The migration crisis unfolded into such a chaos that many Moroccans who arrived in Ceuta still remain missing as relatives working in Spain continue to look for them.
Vengo aquí para buscar hijo de mi hermana.
I have come here to look for my sister's son. I have his residency card, but I don't know whether he's alive or dead. But I'm searching.
Now, while most return to Morocco, several still have not lost the hope of a better future and are determined to reach Ceuta soon.
I'm determined to reach Ceuta on foot, by swimming or even by crawling. I'm desperate to cross into the enclave and will keep trying.
While many may label it as a crisis of migration and illegal immigration, for desperate Moroccans, it was a ray of hope. Hope for a better life, hope of escaping their existing miseries, and hope of rewriting their future. Bureau Report, NDTV World.
A cyclospora outbreak, one that haunted the U.S. states for days and infected around 2,000 people across 9 U.S. states, is now being linked to a positive outcome. The outbreak linked to contaminated lettuce is now driving a massive increase in business for at least one small lettuce farmer in Mississippi. Since the outbreak began, retail sales at Salad Day's hydroponic greenhouse have doubled. The farm has attributed the increase in business to the stricter food safety protocols and indoor growing environment. This comes as the extra food safety protocols create more trust among consumers who are now turning to lettuce products they view as safer. Europe is battling one of its most severe wildfire and heatwave emergencies in recent years. Blazing fires and extreme temperatures have forced hundreds of thousands of people to evacuate, while prolonged drought has pushed major rivers like the Danube and the Rhine to critically low levels. Scientists say climate change is significantly increasing the likelihood of extreme conditions that fuel these devastating fires. But climate change is only part of the story. Here's a closer look at what's driving Europe's wildfire crisis.
Europe is experiencing one of its deadliest wildfire and heatwave crisis, which has forced over 330,000 people to flee. The severe weather has created tinder-dry conditions and continuous emergencies for fire crews. The unusual weather has caused water levels across several of Europe's major waterways to drop to exceptionally low levels. The Danube River, the second longest river in Europe, has hit its lowest water level in 30 years across several countries, including Hungary, Serbia, and Romania. Meanwhile, the Rhine River has dropped to its lowest recorded level in some sections, and is expected to drop further due to the drought. According to scientists, climate change's fingerprints are all over this extreme weather.
In this report, we looked at what's the role of human-induced climate change in the fire weather conditions in these two regions of big fires in Spain and France. And we found that human-induced climate change made the fires in Spain at least 20 times more likely, so the fire weather conditions, and in France at least twice as likely.
Europe's recent wildfires are being driven by a combination of causes. While climate change is a major culprit, scientists say the key ingredient is extreme fire weather, which has turned vegetation into tinder. Over the past several decades, farms have been abandoned across Europe. This has resulted in large areas being covered with dense shrubs and dry vegetation, which allows fires to spread farther and faster than they once did. Now, something still has to start the fire. In Europe, more than 90 to 95% of wildfires are caused by human activity, which can be either accidental or intentional. With thousands being forced to flee and several others losing their lives, Europe is witnessing its worst climate crisis in modern history. Wildfires and heat waves are becoming a far more common phenomenon in Europe than they were a decade ago, and the current conditions are expected to persist or worsen in the coming years. With conditions worsening day by day, when will the European Union finally pay heed to nature's demands is yet to be seen.
Wildfires in Europe keep on advancing as we talk. From Spain and France to now Greece, the issue of wildfires and heat waves continues to haunt Europe. A wildfire on Greek island of Kefalonia forced evacuations on Sunday, with blazes seen burning dangerously close to homes. Nearly 500 firefighters, 23 aircraft were deployed in the region, but gale-force winds drove flames through dry forest and crippled the response. And to make matters worse, 2 Greek firefighting helicopters collided mid-air as they battled the wildfire, sending 1 aircraft crashing to the ground. 2 crew members died in that crash. About 5,000 homes have been evacuated, and about 600 homes, businesses and other buildings have been destroyed by wildfires that remained uncontained on Sunday in eastern Washington state. The fires burned more than 8.2 square miles around Spokane, the second largest city in Washington, and were among dozens across the western United States. The number of fires has stretched the ability of federal, state, and local agencies to fight them. Officials are working to provide support to displaced families and secure federal resources to help with recovery efforts. No deaths have been reported so far. A colorful air show drew crowds in Russia over the weekend, featuring more than 100 aircraft and helicopters, including performances by the Russian Air Force's aerobatic teams. However, the highlight of the 15th Viva Avia air show was a demonstration flight by Russian Su-34 supersonic fighter bomber, which drew gasps as it roared through maneuvers overhead. The Yak aircraft took off and traced smoke trails across the sky. Visitors also enjoyed displays of vintage aircraft, including a Soviet I-16 fighter, along with airships, manned multicopters, and parachute jumps. All right, with that, we'll slip into a short break. Coming up on the other side, we'll get you the latest from Japan. Stay with us.
I'm on my way.
All right, Ted.
You took your time.
With Aviva Car Insurance, if your car isn't drivable after an accident, we'll still get you to your destination. Making it click, it takes Aviva.
Around the world, conflicts and disasters are stopping families from accessing nutritious food. Families like Tabor's.
قلنا بعد ما نقدر نقوله لأن البيوت كله اتحرقت لا تقدر اللهم إلا كان أطفالي بناتي الاثنين أكل ده هو في النهاية ذاته ما فيش نهاية.
£39 could provide life-saving therapeutic food for up to 4 children for 1 week. Now Tabor's twins have recovered. Search UNICEF Nutrition or text nutrition to 84901 to find out how you can help.
Deborah, stop horsing around. Let's play Zebra Bingo. With branded bingo rooms like Fluffy Favourites Bingo, Deal or No Deal Bingo, and Clover Rollover Bingo. And more classic bingo games than you could shake your tail at. There's over £6.5 million in bingo prizes to be won every month on the Bingo Network. Come on, let's play Zebra Bingo.
We all know animals have feelings. They depend on kindness, just like you and me. So imagine how they feel when they're beaten, starved, and unloved. Every minute, the RSPCA is called on to save animals in physical agony and mental torment. It's unbearable to see the pain in their eyes. We refuse to give up on them, but to rescue them from a life of fear, we urgently need animal lovers like you to donate today. Please call 0800 121 4260 or text KIND to 84903 to give £2 a month to the RSPCA. Your gift will help fund more life-saving rescues, more emergency treatment, and more gentle rehabilitation. Every month, you'll be helping to keep animals free from pain and sadness, so they can find the comfort and joy they deserve. Right now, across the country, thousands are suffering deliberate harm. But together, we can show animals what kindness feels like. Together, we can rescue them. So please, call 0800 121 4260, text KIND to 84903, or visit our website to start your monthly donation today. Thank you.
This is the show where we bring you all the hot and happenings from the world of entertainment and lifestyle.
Really?
Fashion that made you gag. Films that made you fangirl. Art that made it to the gram, and trends that kept us with the program.
Let's get it.
Hello and welcome to a brand new show. I am your host Mayank Chaudhary and this is Limelight.
Welcome back. Japan and the United States have conducted a coordinated yen buying intervention to halt the yen slide to fresh 40-year lows. The move underscores both countries' resolve to prevent a sell-off in the yen and Japanese government bonds from causing global spillovers. Executed under a bilateral agreement signed last September, President Trump has called the move a strong gesture of support for a key ally. With market analysts calling this level of US-Japan cooperation rare, Finance Minister Katayama has warned that authorities will not hesitate to step in again if disorder returns to the currency markets.
財務省当局として、米国当局として、まさに、無秩序な動きに対しては断固たる措置を取ると、それが実行されると。
A version of Chinese startup DeepSeek's flagship AI model is by far the least expensive to run on benchmark tests among well-known models globally. According to a research firm, Artificial Analysis, it is more than 100 times cheaper to run than Anthropic's Claude Fable 5 model. DeepSeek, which according to sources is preparing for a potential IPO, officially released its V4 Flash model on Friday. This marks its latest attempt to regain momentum by doing what it is best known for, which is offering ultra-low-cost AI alternatives. Flight attendants with the WestJet, Canada's second-largest airline, went on strike on Sunday in a dispute over pay. The Canadian Union of Public Employees, which represents the 4,400 cabin crew at the airline, announced the strike on its Facebook page. WestJet has confirmed the strike and cancelled 495 flights on Sunday, snarling travel plans in Canada in the middle of a three-day weekend. According to the airline, the strike led to travel being cancelled for 250,000 travelers. Meanwhile, travelers whose flights were cancelled struggled to find accommodations or alternate flights. Along the clear waters of the Ribnik River, fly fishing has become a way of life for a small Bosnian community. Over the years, fly fishing has become the backbone of the local economy, with residents working as fishing guides and providing visitors with accommodation, equipment permits, and more. According to locals, fly fishing was helping put Bosnia on the map as a tourist destination. Many locals, as well as people from neighboring municipalities, make a living off the tying artificial flies. According to locals, consider it an important tradition, and even Thai flies the country's national fly fishing team. India's rising teenage star Tanvi Sharma has defeated 6th seed Nguyen Thuy Linh of Vietnam and become the youngest ever winner of women's singles title of Taipei Open on Sunday. At just 17 years old, Sharma beat the mark set by former Taiwanese star Thuy. Thuy, who retired in 2025, had won the same title when she was 18 years old. The rising star Tanvi Sharma has also earned praise from her superstar compatriot PV Sindhu.
So yeah, I mean, I'm really very happy to win this title here. I didn't expect that to win a title, but yeah, I just thought I'll give my best over here. So I was going step by step, match by match. So yeah, every match I played really well here. So yeah, I was quite nervous, but I just thought I'll play my 100%. What I have, my game, I will play that, and yeah, I played my game. So yeah, I think I won.
And finally, some international entertainment, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man Brand New Day isn't just breaking records, it's shattering them. After scripting history with the biggest ever opening for a Hollywood film in India, the Marvel Sony blockbuster has now raced past the 250 crore net mark in just 4 days. And globally, the web slinger has spun one of the biggest opening weekends ever. Here's a look at the numbers behind the Spider-Man phenomenon.
What is happening to me?
Did you miss me, Spidey?
Spider-Man Brand New Day is proving to be much more than just another superhero blockbuster. After a record-breaking opening, Tom Holland's latest outing as the web slinger has crossed the 250 crore net mark in India in just 4 days, making it the biggest Hollywood opening ever in the country. The film earned an estimated 76 crore on Sunday, up from 70.25 crore on Saturday, taking its total India gross to over 306 crore. With more than 18,000 shows on Sunday alone, Spider-Man continues to dominate theatres across the country. The film has now comfortably surpassed previous Hollywood record holders in India. Avengers Endgame had collected 158.65 crores over its opening weekend, while Avatar: The Way of Water earned 157.13 crore. Spider-Man Brand New Day has raced far ahead, rewriting the record books. The frenzy is equally visible in ticket sales. Over 5.67 million tickets were sold on Book My Show during the opening weekend, while national cinema chains PVR, Inox and Cinepolis together sold more than 20.3 lakh tickets, reflecting unprecedented audience demand. And the success isn't limited to India. Worldwide, Spider-Man Brand New Day has crossed an estimated 8,850 crore, with overseas markets contributing nearly 5,460 crore. Playing across almost 70,000 shows globally, the Marvel Sony blockbuster has delivered one of the biggest opening weekends in cinema history.
You're not gonna get away with this. But he might. I didn't know you could get that big.
With record-breaking numbers, packed theatres and fans turning out in huge numbers across the globe, Spider-Man Brand New Day has once again proved that when it comes to the friendly neighborhood superhero, the box office is anything but ordinary. This is Abira Dhar from Mumbai for NDTV.
If you're gonna do something, you better do it now.
And I was one of the millions who managed to catch Spider-Man over the weekend. Well, that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.
Unexpected expense? Drafty's got your back. Borrowing £100 for a month costs less than £6. Apply at drafty.co.uk.
Being a grandparent changes everything. And now I'm retiring, I want to help protect my grandkids' future.
Welcome to British Seniors, the UK's #1 rated provider of over 50s life insurance. Depending on your age, your loved ones can get a guaranteed cash payout up to £10,000 when you pass away. UK residents aged 50 to 80 are guaranteed to be accepted, and it can all be done over the phone in a matter of minutes.
Be proud to protect your loved ones with British Seniors. To get a free quote today, call our UK team or visit britishseniors.co.uk.
I don't know why anyone comes here. It's just so quiet.
Quiet your mind mouth with extra gum. Chew good.